Hey guys, it's your girl Nosh, and I have something I wanted to talk to you guys about, more on a level of share with you. A lot of us want to be famous. A lot of us want to be millionaires. A lot of us want to be something other than what we are today. And I just want to tell you, if you can just take a minute and be thankful for where you are, thankful for what is surrounding you, thankful for who you are and who you're becoming. Definitely be thankful for being alive today, for being able to breathe, for being healthy. Because in a sense, what you're asking for, if you are not receiving it right in this moment, I promise you that is protection. That is layers and layers and layers of protection. Okay? There's a reason why you are where you are. There's a reason why you're not where you want to be right about now, because there may be a chance where you are not ready. Your vessel may not be ready to handle where you want to be. Your vessel may not be ready to handle that relationship you so badly want to be in. Your vessel, your mentality may not be ready to be famous right now. Your vessel, your mentality may not be ready to be in that limelight like you want to be in, like you want to be that millionaire so bad. Maybe right now is not the time, because there's some evolving, there's some growth that you still have to do. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen. What I'm seeing in my mind is a train, and I'm seeing a person sitting on a platform. Excuse me, I'm getting kind of emotional seeing this vision in my head, where I'm seeing a person standing on a platform waiting for a train. And this person has been waiting for hours and hours and hours for this train to come. And they're getting aggravated, they're getting upset, they're getting irritated. Little do they not know that that train that they're waiting on is somewhere stuck. Something has happened to that train. Something has happened to the passengers on that train. That's why that train is delayed right now. Because something has happened to it. That's why the train has not reached the station yet. It's going to come to the station when it's right and ready to come to the station, when it's safe for it to come to the station. Because right now where that train is, it's either not safe, it's not, something is missing on it, there's something wrong or something up with that train that's supposed to take you where you need to go. And you being delayed and waiting on that platform, there's a reason behind it. There's a reason that your safety is involved in it. That's why you're still on the platform. That's why you've been waiting. So please be thankful that you're waiting and that you're not where you want to be right now. I don't know why this is for somebody who wants to be somewhere so bad. Someone wants to be something so bad. And it's like you're literally, you're destroying yourself. You're talking down to yourself. You're being negative to yourself. You're contradicting yourself. You're criticizing yourself. You're judging yourself of why you're not there. You're not there because there's a reason. Your safety is in mind. The universe is always looking out for you. Okay? Because if you really look at it, a lot of these famous people, a lot of these people that are millionaires, they look nice on the screen. It's fun to watch them, but no one really knows what's going on inside of them, what storms that they have to face. Like, there's so many, oh my God, like if I get into it, this is going to be a really long ass message. The only thing I'm saying is, I'll give you an example. Celebrities, I'll give you an example of being famous and being a celebrity. When you're famous and you're a celebrity, you know you can't just reach out freely and ask someone if they're okay, because you have to go through layers and layers of approval in order to do that. You can't just go out with someone. You can't just fall in love with someone and have a relationship because media is going to know about it. And God forbid media finds out about it. You can't make a mistake. If you're walking down the street and you trip, it's going to be all over media, especially with the way everyone is so attached to their phone and the internet, and technology is just surpassing everything. You fart and you fart now, within 2 seconds everybody around you will know that you farted. You know, I come from a time period where whatever you did, whatever mistake you made, was not so glorified in the public eye. Today, if you're a nobody and you make a mistake in public, even that can be glorified by being filmed and put all over TikTok. So, with that being said, just wait a little bit. Just hang on. When things are safe and things are okay, and it's okay for you to be there, deemed by the universe, where the universe feels you are ready to be where you need to be, the train is going to come, it's going to pick you up, and you are going to get to where you need to go safely. I'll give you an example. I had an experience of going to a concert. It was a 2-day concert, and the first day that I went, it was supposed to rain. Okay? The day that I went, it didn't rain. I literally got into the venue without any traffic, without having to stand on any line. And it was a very popular group that was performing that night. Me and a friend of mine got in very quickly. I think we only stood in line for like maybe 20 minutes tops, 30 minutes tops. We got in without an issue, found our seats, sat down, enjoyed the entire performance. About 15 minutes before the performance was over, I look over at my friend and they're like, you know what? We should leave before the crowd starts leaving. I agreed. As much as I love the group, I said my goodbye to them away, far away. I said, bye, see you guys next time. And I left with my friend. We walked out of the venue without any crowd, without any issue. We walked to the car, got in the car without any issue, safely, right? Got back home. No traffic, no nothing. I come home, it's all over TikTok. How there was a crowd stampede, how people got like pushed down, people passed out, people couldn't get in, people were standing online for so many hours. It was so hot. People were suffering from heat stroke. The second day was even worse because it actually rained and there was a really bad thunderstorm that the show actually got delayed for an hour and a half. Sound check got delayed an hour and a half. So you know how it is, sound check goes and then the performers perform. And there were people in the pit area, like really close to the stage by the barricades, getting stomped on, getting, crushed, people passing out, not having water, having heat stroke, just having problem after problem. And the funny thing is, I was kind of upset the first night that I went because I wanted to be closer. I was like, oh, come on. If I had known, I would have bought tickets to be closer. I wasn't meant to be closer. I wasn't meant to be in that area, because if I was in that area, I would have been the one suffering from heat stroke, from not having enough water, from being pushed and pulled and not being able to enjoy the show. Right? So I said, you know what, universe, thank you so much for getting me in safely and getting me out safely. I'm really appreciative of that, because when I saw and heard the things that happened at that concert, believe it or not, I felt like I was in a different world, because none of that stuff happened around me and the people that I was sitting with. That's why I truly believe that if you're protected and you listen to the universe and you go and flow with the universe, other than taking things into your own hands, because like I could have gone down to the ticket booth and said, oh, I want an upgrade, I want to go sit closer to the stage. But something inside of me said, no, you're fine. You just be happy with what you got. Next time when they come back around, get tickets then to see them closer. And then the whole thing is, what's the point of seeing them closer anyway? It's the same shit. It's the same thing, So I basically said to myself, okay, fine. You know what? I'm sitting where I'm sitting, and I'm happy to be sitting where I'm sitting, and I'm grateful for it, right? Because like I said again, got in there without a problem, left without a problem, didn't have any issue the entire 3.5 hours I watched the show. I clapped, I danced, had an awesome time. Get home, I hear other people had such a bad time. And what bothers me, well, it doesn't bother me. I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, I'm going to tell you truly how I feel about it. I feel sad. I feel sad because a lot of people paid so much money to see these performers. And these performers are very close to their fans, as they say they are. After all these situations were documented on TikTok and everybody's talking about it and how much of a horrible experience they had and how much they hate the venue and that they hope the next time the performers come, they don't choose the same venue, because people apparently had the same experience when another group performed at the same venue. So the group that performed the night that I went is the type of group that, keeps in touch with their fan. They're very close to them. They're constantly having a back and forth with the fan. They watch all the edits that the fans make of the group. That's the type of, group that they are. They believe that their fans are everything. And I'm not trying to call anybody out because I can understand. Not one member of the group has reached out via social media and has asked if everybody is okay. There was a thunderstorm. There was literally lightning everywhere. Like, there were the next day in the news, they were talking about how lightning had struck the area and a lot of trees had come down and a lot of cars were destroyed. None of the members of the group that performed that night, of the second night of the show where it was raining and thunderstorming, none of them reached out to ask if their fans are okay. Mind you, these fans paid about thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to be so close. None of the members reached out. Not even a hey on Twitter or any social media place that they have. No, you have the members taking pictures, looking happy, and then flying out to their next venue to do their next concert. When this is a group that talks about how much they love their fans and their fans are everything, you have to understand that's called fame. That's called being a celebrity. That's called being an idol. And you know what comes with that? I bet you at least 2 members, intuitively speaking, like energetically, I'm trying to be nosy in that field over there to figure, to kind of see, did they feel anything? Did they even feel empathy towards their fans that they went through that? And what I picked up on is there were 2 members. One is probably, the one that handles everything, and the other member is a very vocal member of the group. They wanted to reach out, they wanted to say something, but because they were emotionally burnt out, okay, I understand. And the other reason I feel is the company that they work for, the company that owns them, probably told them, don't say anything. Do not say anything. Don't spark an issue. We don't want the fans starting to complain. I kind of feel like if they say something, there's going to be a lot of fans that are come forward and complain and this and that, and that's going to make, it's going to be bad business for the group itself. And of course, not only for the group, for the company that they work for, because you have to understand these bands, these idols, these celebrities, they have companies that manage them. The money that they make goes straight to these companies. So with that being said, it's really sad that these people, these are humans just like you and I, who may have felt empathy, but were told not to say anything. Now, I honestly don't know if they were told not to say anything, but if you look at it through a legal perspective, most likely that's what happened. Because if I'm picking up that 2 members of the group desperately wanted to reach out to their fans and say something, but I feel like their management told them not to say anything till everything was cleared, till tour was done, basically. With that being said, it really makes you think, do you want to be famous? Because when you're famous and you're an idol like this or a celebrity like this, there's going to be people telling you what to do. These people may have all this money to go buy whatever designer jeans that they want or whatever designer necklace that they want, right? They can walk around wearing a $20,000 necklace around their neck, but that necklace is a shackle, it's a chain. Would you really want to live in a world where people are telling you what to do? I mean, it's enough that we already live in a world where people tell us what to do. This is why, I hate to bring astrology into this, this is why we're living in the Aquarian age, where we're supposed to stop that, where we're supposed to revolutionize something. And I don't want to sound like a revolutionist, but I guess I am because I'm an Aquarius moon. I think differently. Instead of thinking about the group, I thought about the fans wow, that is so unfair. And wait a minute, I wanted to be in that pit area. I wanted to be so close where I could see the vein popping out of their neck when they're singing. But the universe didn't have that plan for me. The universe was like, no, we're putting you up there safe and sound away from the chaos. Because this lifetime, you're going to witness it. I promise you, all of a sudden, I got a vision that in some lifetime in the past, I was the one in the chaos and probably died and had to give up my life for it, right? Or got exiled or whatever the case is. Anyways, that's reaching far. But I got that feeling. And then I was like, I pulled a couple of cards and I asked, why am I feeling this way? Why am I so emotionally disrupted about what happened at this event? And the cards told me it's because being a seer this lifetime, well, every lifetime I've been a seer, I've been a healer. This lifetime, I was meant to witness it and understand it and speak up about it and teach people that, where you are right now is where you need to be. This is where you're safe right now. Okay? And it's not about playing it safe. It's literally physically being safe. You may want to be you might be in a rush to get to where you need to get to. And then you get delayed. There's a reason for that delay. God forbid, if you would have left the house on time, you would have been in that car crash. Like, God forbid, I would have bought the tickets in the pit. I would have been probably the one that passed out. I probably would have been the one that got pushed in, whatever. A fight would have started because I'd be damned if a motherfucker pushed me. I'm throwing hands. You know what I mean? I'm East Coast. New York, baby. I'm throwing hands. You know how it is? That's why maybe that fight started, because that's what probably happened. Given the demographics of where that show was, it was in an area where people don't give a fuck. You touch them, they'll fuck you up. That's how we are in the East Coast. We don't take that shit lightly. Don't touch me, bro. Just don't even fucking look at me. You don't want this. You know what I mean? So it makes sense. So that's what made me think about this message in a sense where, you know what? People need to learn that where you are is not bad. It's building for you slowly. And when it's finally done, again, right now, got a flash in my head right now. This is what Spirit is showing me. You want to move into that house that's being built, right? You want to move into it so bad. You're waiting to move into it. But you can't move into it right now. You know why? Because the walls aren't up yet. The door isn't screwed in yet. The windows aren't screwed in. The chimney isn't in place. The stove isn't in place. Once everything is in place, everything's screwed in, every bolt, every shutter, every door is done. That's when God's going to move you in there. That's when the universe is going to move you in there. So if you can just picture yourself waiting like on a house to be that's being built for you. Once that house is completely built, the inspector passes it. The real estate agent hands you the keys and signs the paperwork. Well, signs the paperwork with you, hands you the keys, and the house is safe enough for you to live in it. That's when you're going to move into that house. Meaning there's a relationship that you want really badly. What if that relationship isn't safe for you? I'll give you another example. Okay, this is a really personal fucking example. My cousin got married, and I think I've told you guys this story. My cousin got married to the man that she got married to. 2 weeks after she got married, she ended up dying. 7 years she dated this motherfucker. She was alive and happy and free and joyful. 2 weeks only being married to him, she ended up dying. Now, I'm not placing blame that it was his fault. We're not going to get into that. But there were events that led up to her death that he was responsible for. If he just wouldn't have done what he did and he would have stopped her from doing what she did, she wouldn't be 6 feet underneath the ground right now. But she was just so in a rush to get married. She wanted to get married so badly. I still remember when she came and told me, oh, I'm about to get married. I told her, listen, why don't you just let it go? Just go with the flow right now. Things are finally doing, good between you guys. You're finally doing good. Just let it flow. Nope, I want to get married. I want to get out of my house. This is that. This is that. Look what happened. Now she's not even with us anymore, and I miss her ass every fucking day. So wherever you are, just chill out for a second. Just chill. Just look around. Just please look around and try to find something to be grateful for. Trust me, I've been in your place where I've been wanting to move so bad. It's like being a horse, a race horse at the gate. When the race horses are about to race, right? And the jockey's sitting there and the gate is, and the horse is right behind the gate, ready to go. I've been like that so many times. But then I had to remind myself the reason why the gate isn't opening, because it's not time for the gate to open yet. So if you can, just chill out and be grateful for where you are right now. And understand that everything you want will be yours in due time if it's meant for you. If it's not meant for you, you're going to get rejected from it. It's not going to be given to you, and it's fine. Because you don't know what could have happened if that would have been yours. What if it would have cost you your life? What if it would have cost someone that you love's life? Just because you wanted to have something so bad. So take a step back, relax, pray, and be grateful. Like I said, when you're grateful for the smallest things, God will bless you with even bigger things. All right, guys? No negativity for this video. This is just my thoughts, my personal opinion about the experiences I had. And I wanted to share with you because it kind of mirrored like what's going on around us. The one big thing that really showed me proof was like literally, guys, where I was sitting, none of that stuff happened. And where this happened was literally 100 yards from me. 100 yards from me. I'm up here enjoying like, yay! Oh! Didn't know that 100 yards from me, all of this chaos was happening. How is it that you're in the same vicinity, only 100 yards away from something, and you're safe and quiet and protected? How is that? That's God. That's the universe. That's the universe planning. Okay? So wherever you are, you're probably protected. And be thankful for that protection. Be thankful that guy rejected you. Be thankful that job didn't accept you. Be thankful that school didn't accept you. Be thankful that you ran late for work today. Be thankful that you didn't get that parking space. Be thankful that guy didn't call you back. Okay? Be thankful that you decided not to go on that date. Be thankful that you decided not to go out your house today because you felt a little off. Be thankful for that. Because you don't understand. You have a lot of angels, a lot of spirit guides, literally protecting every step that you put on the ground. Every step you take and you put it on the ground, you have protection after protection at every step that you're walking. Be grateful for that protection. On that note, guys, thank you so much to my spirit team. I want to say thank you to your spirit team if you're listening to this. Thank you, your spirit team, for bringing you here to listen to this. Thank you, spirit guide. Thank you, universe, for having this message reach the ears that it needs to reach. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So grateful. Thank you. That's why at the end of the day, I always say, I don't want fame. I want success. Because you know what? Success will last longer than fame will. And you know what success will do that fame cannot do for me? Let me speak with my own voice. Let me say whatever it is that I need to say. Because if I'm coming from fame, I have to watch what I say. I have to watch this. I have to watch that. Not being famous, I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. I could curse as much as I want. I could do whatever it is that I need to do in order to get the message out there. I don't have to be fake about it. I don't have to be like, oh no, I can't say this. I can't address this. I can't address that. If my spirit team tells me to address something, I will address it. Because I trust my spirit team. Because you know what? My spirit team is not human. They're beings. Think about it the same way as your spirit team. I always tell you guys, don't put faith in man. Put faith in the spirit. And you can take that however you want it. You want to put faith in the spirit of God, in the spirit of Jesus, in the spirit of whatever higher power you believe in. Put faith in that before you put faith in man. Okay? Because man will let you down. Spirit won't. Spirit will help you rise to the top. Spirit will protect you. You are spirit's child. Okay? You belong to the spirit. You are spirit's child. Spirit will go out of its way to protect you. Man won't. I don't know why I'm getting so emotional with this message. Man will not protect you. Man will throw you out there to be fed. Fed by the lions, okay? Man will throw you out there to the wolves. It's spirit that will watch over you and protect you. Because to spirit, it doesn't matter how old you are. You're still a child in spirit's eyes. Okay? Oh my God. Oh, it's been such a long time since I got this emotional in the message. Oh, but you know what they say, right? When you get emotional, that's the heart speaking. It's speaking from the heart. Please, please, just hang out where you are right now. Good things are coming. Just be grateful for the things that you have right now. And I promise you the floodgates will open and the good things will come in. We're on pause right now, okay? The reason why everything looks so like stuck, it feels like purgatory, trust me, I know, it's because we're on pause. We have to do reflecting right here. Right now, in this moment in time, we're on pause. We have to reflect. We have to make sure that we don't make the same mistakes that we've been making. Because once we realize the mistakes that we have been making, Spirit will give us the path to move forward. And if you're not moving forward, you need to check. You need to check your notebook to see what mistakes that you're making, that you've been making, because those mistakes are the ones that are stopping you from moving forward. And here, in that point, in that check mark, you know what you need to do? You need to take accountability. That's when the real shadow work begins. When you take accountability for the mistakes you have made. Okay? All right, guys. I love you. Whew, thank you for listening. And I will see you next time. All right? Bye.